We, of course, we know the end goal is ending number one in the world this year. So this is every game for us right now is a knockout game. So and we know how big the points will be for us if we get through this game. So yeah, we're going with that mindset, and we're looking forward to the game. It's been very chill, day, coach, this week. It hasn't been I think if we're at home, it would be a little bit different. I think the I would feel, but I do feel in the team. But for me, the most important thing is what we do as a team tomorrow. And I think after that's what we always say. Like the team comes before the individuals, and it's the same as today. It doesn't matter the milestone. If the team does well, then the milestone will be special anyway. So all we want to do tomorrow is do our best to give ourselves the best chance to win. So yeah, it's been like that this week. It's been very calm. I'm fortunate to have my kids here and some of the people that have been supporting me over the years. So it's been really special in that way. No, ndiyavuya kakhulu andizoxoxela inhliziyo yami to ithatha ntweni ithatha emafutheni futhi yeah because uyayazi uyayazi like sikhulele phi and actually xa uthetha umcoach usithi endibukele ngondikhula like ndikhule ndikhule ndiyi-water boy for iBombas yena edlala ngelaa xesha i-Rose yayishushu ngelaa xesha but ba-weak ngoku siyabatya but asikho kuloo nto and uphuma like phantsi kababa oBhutsoli ndandimubukela edlala eloyise ngoku ndandimncinci Coach Stick oMarhetsi abantu endibaziyo endikhule ngaphantsi kwabo mna oBhujongi ngomnye ubhuti ofana nam abona uphuma phaa ubukela bona and then nam ndizodlala u-first team ndidlala noBhutsoli kandisemncinci ndadlala naye ngosesesikolweni uzobeka kule ndawo manintsi amaqhawe amaphume phambi kwam andivulela indlela bekule ndawo ndikuyo and ndiyavuya ndilithathile ithuba lam and ndiyavuya ndihle lapha noCoach C because indlela yakhe ayifani yam eyakhe uhambe straight from isikolo saselokishini eyam ndifumene uncedo apha endleleni but siphinde sadibana sobabini after ndibona naye eStellenbosch uCoach C wandibonisa indlela and now namhlanje silapha and nasuke kude yeke into eseStellenbosch so yeah ndiyavuya kakhulu bhuti and into ebalulekileyo thina sithetha noCoach Stick thina into sasithanda irugby elokishini benibukela ivideo apho bifakwe ngu-Adnan iteam yakhe irugby ibaluleke kakhulu kuthi kakhulu because isinceda kwiinto ezininzi and isiyasiphephisa kwiinto ezininzi ezenzekayo elokishini and ndiyavuya ndadlala irugby ndimncinci ndavuya ndabona ngumawawa oselula abandikhowutsha noBrastone yavuya ngeBombas le nto ikhona because itshintshe ubomi bam ngendlela eninzi and yatshintsha nobomi wabanye abantu nelokishini nale ndivela kuyo.
Ndiyamvuyela kakhulu uGciya and eyona nto ispecial ngale game yes sisarepresent i-country yethu so mele uMzantsi Afrika siyayazi uba iqela leFrance nabo bazawufuna ulungisa izinto apho zazimoshakele khona kubo ngo-2023 but eyona nto ibalulekileyo ukuthi make sure uba sirepresent abalandeli bethu baseMzantsi Afrika kakuhle ngomso tomorrow basifumane i-opportunity. Ndiyamvuyela uSiya 100 test match yakhe eyona nto ndiyithandayo ngaye ndiyamkhumbula first game yakhe dlala neScotland eMbombela yindlela ijeni yakhe ibe iyo bingekho smooth abantu abaninzi bayamkhumbula kaloku elaa xesha wayethanda uba ngu-water boy okanye ahlale ezitendini yabona but ukwazile noko uba athi work hard athi make sure noba kunzima le nto bethetha ngayo uba akarepresenti only yena urepresenta also abantu basezwide urepresenta umntu omnyama waselokishini so to be able uSiya ke azofika kwimidlalo emi-100 ndiyamvuyela kakhulu uqwashu and ndimnqwenelela impumelelo nangomso. Yeah, Mike, listen, he's a world-class player, you know, and I know they've missed him in 2023 when they played the World Cup, you know. And then, but if you look at the players around him, Ramos at the back, world-class fullback, more especially with those wings that are very, very quick. Damien Pinot and Bill Biarre, those guys are very, very dangerous players, you know. So if you give them time and space, they will punish you. And we know the nature of the French team, how they play. You know, they will try to keep the ball in play. They will try to play the high-tempo game, you know. And for us, we understand very well that for us to win against them, we'll probably be at our best. You know, I always say to people, when I go back to 2023, the quarterfinals we played against them, if we went our best, if we went at our best that day, you know, against France, they could have probably gave us 40 points, you know, but because of the way we also pitch up in that game, we knew that it was going to be tough, more especially playing in front of their home crowd. I think we expect the same tomorrow also. It's going to be a tough one, but I think we've got the right squad to be able to handle this game. If you look at our backline also, the one from 2023, the only difference now is Sasha starting at 10, which is Mani started in the quarterfinal. The rest of the players is the players that have played against France. So, yeah, it's going to be a tough one. But again, I think we'll keep on doing our best to make sure that we keep our people proud at home. And we know probably 90% of the South Africans will be focusing in this game, and we will do it for our people in South Africa. We'll make sure that we perform. I know it's going to be late for them, but again, we're just going to make sure that we do our best to keep them proud.
I can't tell you that now. I don't know. I think that's, but I do know. Like, yeah, how I feel. I'm very proud, and I'm honored, and I'm actually grateful and thankful to everybody who's played a part in my life, because I think without my community, first of all, they say like ukuliswa ilali, and I've been helped by so many people and so many different people from different walks of life. But I think the foundation of who I am is definitely from Sweden, the people of Sweden. Not just Sweden, actually, Lokshini in general, because iyafana New Bright, iyafana KwaZakhele, or whatever, you know, and we all grew up the same. And I think if the people there didn't parent me like they were my parents, when I made mistakes, when I was doing stupid stuff, you know, they take you, they give you a quick smack, and they take it to your house, and you get another smack for whatever you do. And I think for the teachers who believed in me at school, Mr. Erickson Wikumawawa, he played a huge role in my rugby career. He used to drive me. I didn't have a car, couldn't afford transport. Mr. Eric would drive me to the trials and everything, and then took me to Grey. And then Mr. Andrew Haidakis after that took over when I got to Grey. And obviously Vincent May, you paid for my whole schooling, who's actually here. He came from America for this game. And there's so many other people that I've met, I probably haven't mentioned, but my grandmother too is not with us anymore, who I would have loved to be here and experience this with me. And so... But also in the rugby environment, Coach Rassi has been immense. He gave me my first contract on Freaky, helped me get through that as well. So, and this team has just, and Coach Haneker also, I want to mention, who gave me my first opportunity, my first game. Coach Alistair also backed me, gave me my first start. And and Jack, of course, who I played under. Everybody who's played a role, and all my club coaches as well. Everybody has played a huge role to the person that I am, and I've taken lessons from everybody. And there's a lot of coaches who could have chased me away, including Coach Rassi, but stuck with me and just advised me and kept on backing me. And finally, I did learn my lessons, and I just put my head down and started working. And I'm grateful, and to all my teammates from childhood to where I am today, I am super, super, super grateful. And I carry all these people with me when I go and play, with all the South Africans who expect so much for this team because they've seen what we are capable of. And I take that with me, with this team, but I'm not doing it alone. I'm doing with 22 or 40 or 50 other people in the squad, including the coaching staff as well. So, yeah, it's a huge honor just to wear the green and gold jersey. That's what I've always said for me. Captaincy or anything like that. It's just to put on the green and gold jersey. It's less than 1,000 Springboks if you think about it. So it's a huge honor. Not many people get to do this, but to wear it 100 times is also like super special. Well, this one has got different. There's different things behind it, but for us, it's a test match that we need to win, so we can keep on being world number one, and so we can. So we can obviously get a great pool for the World Cup. And we've seen what's been said in the media. Everybody needs something to a purpose, something to drive about. You know, our purpose is constant. It doesn't change for every game. Our purpose has always been to be, obviously, to win, but also for the people of South Africa, which is the most important, to represent our people, represent our country, play for each other, and also to win for Coach Russ to have a team that's transforming the whole time and also create squash there. So that hasn't changed for us, but we've seen obviously what's been coming from the other camp, the hurt and everything like that. But at the end of the day, it's all gonna matter what happens on those 4 lines. And the game is always big and it's always important with the French because big packs, teams that are focused on set piece. If your scrum and your line out is dominant, that's important, and they've got amazing backs, so do we. So it's very similar teams. Passionate people who love their rugby, people who love their meat too, like South African love their feet. So there's so many similarities between the two countries, and I think that's where it dials down to. And I think the physicality is going to be needed. It's going to be important in tomorrow's game, and just winning the game line, the breakdown, and all that kind of stuff, I think will determine whether who wins the game or not, and obviously the ones who takes the opportunity. It's special. For so many reasons. And I think the clip that I spoke about earlier from your club, we saw that clip of what club rugby does for the kids in community. And to watch the kids at your club and see what it means to them. And it's 2025 now. And when I was younger, I was saying the same message. I was saying the same thing. I mean, guys like Chezen who come from the same backgrounds. Rugby is more than just a sport to us. And I know people will say that, oh, everybody says that. No, it saved us for so many things. There's so many things that we're exposed to that we're not supposed to be exposed to as children. And to see that clip and see that till this day even, that kids are going through that. And I feel, I'm here and got given the platform, and it's our duty to make sure that we create a better tomorrow for those kids, to make sure that it's safer, but they also have opportunities. They've got a choice, they've got an option, and that's what rugby has done for me. And it's not just the trophies and everything. The trophies allow us to be able to have a platform for people that want to work with us so we can give back to our community. So that's why this is not just about me, this game. It's about all those kids that are there in your club who are so grateful, and their parents, how grateful they are. They know for that 80 minutes that your kids are playing that they're safe. So I want to say thank you to you for sharing and telling the stories of club rugby, and everybody else here who've shared all our stories. You don't know how much, our stories touch so many other people. It makes them know that it is okay, it is okay, and they can still make it because they get to hear about us who've been through exactly the same thing as them. And that's what we sit and talk about before we play a game. That's what Coach Rassi speaks about, more than just winning a game or if we lost a game. And that's not our drive. Our drive is far more than that, and it's all different for everybody. So yeah, that's why for me it's just not special. It's not about me. It's just not about the team, but also everybody else who can never wear this jersey but still play the sport or any sport for that incident. And it helps them for more than just 80 minutes, but it saves a lot of people from many things that can take their lives away.
With all the games that we've played here, I think I've been involved in 4 games. And France has always been good to South Africans. I remember very well, I think it was after 2018 when we won the game. I think it was the 85th minute when we drove past the Eiffel Tower at that time. It had a South African flag on it. So that was something very, very special for us. And I know one thing for sure, when we're between the 4 lines, the French, they also want to play for their people, and it's always emotional. And, the supporters also are nice and loud, but one thing that I enjoy is that when the game is finished, it's in the good spirit, in the sense of we all celebrate each other's achievements, So I know it's going to be hostile tomorrow. It's going to be rough. But otherwise, France has always been good to us.